Quick update on my Tos Kelvin build. Got my hangar bay done here, ready to install that into the cut open rear section. Got my bussard roughed out. I've got blinking lights in there. I've created my own effect in there. Got blue and yellow, white and red blinking lights. Since this is going to be on the top of the secondary hull now, because it'll all be inverted, I've installed a strobe light into the top of that. In the secondary hull itself, again, which will be upside down, as I showed before, I've got all the fiber optics in for the travel pod access, but I've also got in the flood lamp for the insignia, both sides. Got almost all the lighting done. Had to manufacture a little top for the light there because the piece that came with this kit that I got off of eBay from someone who had already partially started it didn't have that piece anymore, so I just took one of the old domes from the nacelles and drilled a hole in the top of it for my 5mm white that's directly plugged in there, and then I just, because it's not exactly the right dimension, I just surrounded it with canopy glue to seal it up in there. You can see my photon torpedo launchers there at the front, and I've taken two pieces of blue styrene from one of my other kits, and these pieces here, but from the blue, and jammed them in there so you'll have a blue highlight in there with them. You see that I've got the necks installed on both. There's the upper saucer. And I need to putty that again. Obviously contracted last night as it dried. Got my bridge installed, and it is lit with a SMD up in the back corner above the door. And I've got that plate in place to keep all the light bouncing up inside the BC deck. And I've got all my strobe lights surrounding it. Now on this side I didn't put in the strobe light because I made that gangway access area so it'll be open. So what I did was I put a little SMD on top, and that I'll plug in with the rest of them to be a strobe. And then I just took a piece of clear styrene from another one of the old kit things that I have and stuck it in the receptacle to the same depth as the other lights themselves, so that should work fine for that. And that's about it right now. Looking at some assembly here pretty soon. Maybe get the secondary hull put together. I've got the strip lighting ready to be installed in it. And you see I've stuck this piece of styrene tubing in there because I've got my other piece of styrene tubing that I've light blocked that has my blinking white strobe in it for excuse me, for the travel pod fiber optics. So I'll feed all those fiber optic lines into this, and it will fit into that. Can't do this one-handed, especially with my left hand. It'll fit into there, and that'll hold it in place, and then I can feed all the fiber optics into it. So just a quick update on how this Tos era Kelvin build is coming along. I think it's going to end up looking really nice. So there it is. Thanks.